early voting is going on right now, and we haven't been able to tell any of these voters right here exactly what Sharron Angle's views are about the two wars that we're in, how we're going to be prosecuting these wars, whether or not national security issues, whether or not we need to spend more on the military or less.
That was Las Vegas reporter Nathan Baca appearing on this show Wednesday night, talking to Rachel about Republican Sharron Angle's absolute refusal to answer any questions about anything in her effort to unseat Majority Leader Harry Reid in the Nevada Senate race, including, as Baca pointed out, the very important question of the wars still being fought on two fronts. It's not often that anyone is even asking that question this election. On the rare instance it does happen, it would certainly be nice to hear the candidate actually answer.
I think when it comes to major policy issues, the people in Nevada are most concerned about our jobs, our homes, and our economy.
But if you want to be one of 100 U.S. senators that are going to be deciding on war powers and on ratifying treaties, which is what a senator has to do, you have to answer these questions.
Well, certainly, and I'll answer those questions when I'm the senator.
So you have no answer for them now. Why? We have many Air Force people at Nellis Air Force Base. We have two wars that we're prosecuting right now. You haven't talked about how you would prosecute those wars. No answer at all? You are literally staying silent about the two wars that we're in right now.
You know, the two wars that we're in right now is exactly what we're in.
Yes, the two wars we are in right now are exactly what we are in. The very persistent Nathan Baca of KLAS-TV in Las Vegas pursuing Sharron Angle through the city's airport today, something he has done a lot of in this campaign. That video was sent to NBC News by the Reid campaign. Oh, and it gets worse because Mr. Baca was waiting for Sharron Angle at the airport this morning, along with a reporter from our NBC affiliate in Las Vegas, KSNV. The Angle campaign threatened this afternoon that both stations will not be allowed into Angle headquarters on election night. Nathan Baca joins us now for the second time this week. Nathan, thanks so much for your time tonight.
Certainly, Chris, and greetings from Las Vegas.
Good to see you. So you approached Angle at the airport, received some criticism for that. Her spokesman said you treated her as if she were Paris Hilton. I'm wondering how you respond to that.
In a sense, Sharron Angle is a public figure, and we've been trying to get answers from her, whether it is through the past few months in asking for some sort of sit-down interview with her, and ultimately even just emailing and calling the campaign to find out serious policy questions. We're not asking, as you would Paris Hilton, about what the next fashion is. We're asking about policy questions that affect the life and death of American citizens when it comes to war. So when we're asking these questions, we're not getting any specific answers from her. Entire fields of policy questions that have remained unanswered, that's when we have no choice but to literally find out where Sharron Angle is going to be and ask those questions. Now, yes, we did find her at the airport. It was through the magic of Twitter that somebody happened to tweet that they were sitting right next to Sharron Angle.
I love that.
And we waited for her. And she was there with her husband, and she was just coming down the escalator, and both myself and that other reporter you mentioned, we followed her through the airport, asking her the questions that we have not been able to ask her or the campaign for months.
Real quickly, I want to ask you what you think this suggests. I mean, she said, I'll answer those questions when I'm in the Senate, but I wonder what you think the way that she's comported herself in this campaign, the fact they're now threatening to kick you out of election night, suggests about whether, in fact, she will do that when she's in the Senate.
It does beg that question, whether or not she will answer these questions if she is elected senator. I would like to think that any U.S. senator, one of 100 people in the United States that have this high office, would be willing to sit down not only with a constituent, but also a member of the press who represents tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of Nevadans here to be able to get these clear answers on policy issues. Again, we're not asking trivial questions. We're asking questions of these sorts.
Nathan Baca is a news reporter with KLAS-TV in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for coming on again tonight.
Certainly.